We're only good at briefing counters, walking around in European cities in warm climate.
Hey everyone, I'm Rebecca and welcome to MsMojo. Today we're counting down our picks for the top 21 best romance movies of every year.
Call me by your name and I'll call you by mine.
Thank you for marrying me. I'm glad I got to know you, Susie.
I like corny. I'm looking for corny in my life.
For this list, we're looking at our favorite romance movies every year from 2000 to 2020. Did your favorite make the list? Be sure to let us know in the comments. All right, let's get started. 2000, Love and Basketball.
I'll play you.
What?
One game, one-on-one.
For what?
Your heart.
A fan-favorite subgenre in the romance category is friends to lovers. And Love and Basketball delivers, showing us the love story between Monica Wright and Quincy McCall. The two meet as kids when Monica moves to Quincy's neighborhood from LA, and he's surprised to find that she loves basketball as much as he does.
Told you I was nice. I'm gonna be the first girl in the NBA. No, I'm gonna be in the NBA. You're gonna be my cheerleader.
While their paths diverge and Quincy almost ends up with someone else, these two get a happily ever after that is totally deserved.
Hey. Double or nothing.
Even if you're not a sports fan, do not miss this charming rom-com. 2001, Bridget Jones Diary. 2001 was a great year for romance lovers. Not only did we get Moulin Rouge, Amélie, and Serendipity, we also got the utterly delightful British rom-com Bridget Jones Diary.
I decided to take control of my life and start a diary to tell the truth about Bridget Jones. The whole truth.
Bridget is a hapless singleton who cannot seem to do anything right no matter how much she tries to get her drinking, smoking, and swearing in check.
I mean, you seem to go out of your way to try to make me feel like a complete idiot every time I see you. And you really needn't bother. I already feel like an idiot most of the time anyway.
While much of the film focuses on her dalliance with her dastardly boss Daniel Cleaver, the true love story here is between Bridget and uptight barrister Mark Darcy, making for one of the genre's greatest mismatched movie couples.
I like you. Very much.
Apart from the smoking, and the drinking, and the vulgar mother, and the verbal
No,
diarrhea.
I like you very much. Just as you are.
2002, A Walk to Remember. This is the first Nicholas Sparks adaptation on our list, but certainly not the last. Released in 2002, A Walk to Remember tells the story of a minister's daughter, Jamie, and the high school's resident bad boy, Landon.
Are you trying to seduce me?
Why? Are you seducible?
What sets this movie apart is the fact that Jamie is suffering from terminal cancer, a fact that she hides from Landon in the early days of their relationship.
You know, I was getting along with everything fine. I accepted it, and then you happened.
This teen movie became an instant classic among romance lovers, and still has us grabbing for the tissues when we rewatch it even all these years later.
I'll always miss her. But our love is like the wind. I can't see it, but I can feel it.
2003, Love Actually. This Christmas-themed romantic comedy has both its fans and detractors, but it's set the bar for ensemble romances, and has become a holiday mainstay in many households.
If you can't say it at Christmas, when can you, eh? I'm actually yours, with love.
Set in the lead-up to December 25th, Love Actually follows an expansive cast of characters as they fall in and out of love.
I don't have to go.
Right. Good.
I mean...
No, that's good. Just, would you excuse me for 1 second?
Sure.
Just, 1 second.
Sure, Love Actually has come under fire in recent years for its problematic portrayal of some potentially sexist relationship tropes, but you cannot deny that this is an essential holiday film, and an essential rom-com that will be replicated for years to come. 2004, Before Sunset. There is truly nothing like Richard Linklater's Before trilogy. Before Sunrise was released in 1995, following two young people as they fell in love in Vienna.
Do you know what I want?
What?
To be kissed.
Well, I can do that.
Almost 10 years later, the director teamed up with his stars again to revisit the couple's relationship and find out whether they actually met 1 year later as planned.
In a way, I put all my romanticism into that one night and I was never able to feel all this again. Like, somehow this night took things away from me and I expressed them to you and you took them with you. It made me feel cold, like if love wasn't for me.
This follow-up, Before Sunset, maintains the realistic dialogue of the first film and is this time set in Paris, letting Jesse and Celine and the audience explore a whole new European city.
You know, maybe we're only good at brief encounters, walking around in European cities in warm climate.
We got to jump into their love story again in 2013, when the third film, Before Midnight, was released. 2005, Pride and Prejudice. It's tough to pick a favorite for 2005 since it saw the release of two beloved romance films.
No, they are far too easy to judge.
They're not all bad.
Humorless poppycocks in my limited experience.
Brokeback Mountain was truly groundbreaking, bringing a same-sex love story to the big screen and exposing a larger audience to this tender and heartbreaking tale.
Sometimes I miss you so much I can hardly stand it.
But the 2005 interpretation of Jane Austen's classic tale Pride and Prejudice has remained in our hearts, breathing new life into a nearly 200-year-old story.
You have bewitched me, body and soul, and I love, and love, and love you. I never wish to be parted from you from this day on.
While we had seen Elizabeth and Mr. Darcy's love story unfold on the screen before, this adaptation has got to be the best. 2006, The Holiday. This may be a Christmas movie, but trust us, it can be enjoyed all year round. The Holiday is full of charm, featuring two intertwining storylines between two women who both find themselves alone and looking for a change as Christmas approaches.
We switch houses, cars, everything. I haven't done it before, but friends of mine have.
Where are you?
Starring Cameron Diaz and Kate Winslet with an all-star supporting cast, this film is sure to put a smile on your face.
If it's corny, if it's gonna ruin your outfit, you don't have to wear it.
I like corny. I'm looking for corny in my life.
It's a nice line.
It's uplifting and inspiring, featuring romance, along with explorations of different types of relationships.
We never have grown-ups here that are girls. I know. I really like it. Me too.
The juxtaposing settings of sunny Los Angeles and the snow-covered English countryside make watching this film a delight no matter where you wish you were spending your holidays. 2007, Atonement.
Come back. Come back to me.
While we are fans of P.S. I Love You, we had to go with another tragic love story for our 2007 pick.
Why are you crying? Yes, I know exactly.
Based on the novel by Ian McEwan, Atonement is a historical romance that begins in England in the lead-up to the Second World War. In a moment of poor judgment, 13-year-old Bryony Tallis, played by an astounding Saoirse Ronan, tells a lie that will change the course of her life and the lives of her family as they live through the devastating war to come.
How old do you have to be to know the difference between right and wrong? What are you, 18? Do you have to be 18 before you can bring yourself to own up to a lie?
It's a story about love, family, honesty, and guilt, and is sure to become a timeless classic. 2008, Definitely Maybe. You'll have to excuse us for not including the hugely popular Twilight as our 2008 pick, but we're going for a more underrated gem instead.
Did you say that? I can't believe it. You love him.
Definitely Maybe stars Ryan Reynolds as a young dad and Abigail Breslin as his adorably precocious daughter.
Did you know that 35 people try to jump off the Brooklyn Bridge each year? Most because of broken hearts.
I'll keep that in mind.
She wants to know how her parents met, and he embarks on a long tale, exploring all of the romantic mishaps he went through on his quest to find love.
So what happens now? You invite us inside, and we tell you the story. Okay.
The framing device makes the story utterly adorable, but the love story it tells is just as compelling. 2009, 500 Days of Summer. While 2009 also saw the release of the hilarious movie The Proposal, we have to go with this groundbreaking romance movie for this year.
I know you think that she was the one, but I don't. No, I think you're just remembering the good stuff. Next time you look back, I really think you should look again.
500 Days of Summer turned the typical rom-com on its head, showing the story through the male protagonist's eyes and letting us know from the start that we shouldn't expect a typical love story.
This is a story of boy meets girl. But you should know up front, this is not a love story.
The film explores many of the tropes that are emblematic of the genre while still telling a unique story of its own.
And we're going to these meetings, but we're not doing any meeting. And we're trying to be faithful, but we're cheating. I'm the hero of the story, I don't need to be saved.
While viewers' interpretation of the plot and characters have changed over the years, you cannot deny the huge influence of this film. 2010, Beginners. Beginners may be an unconventional romance movie and wasn't widely seen, making less than $15 million at the box office.
Oh yeah? This is nothing. And they are good at looking one way and being another way.
But this 2010 film offers an interesting exploration of sexuality, focusing on a man who comes out as gay later in life following the death of his wife.
I loved your mother, but now I want to explore this side. I don't want to be just theoretically gay. I want to do something about it.
The entire story is told through flashbacks, and we see Hal developing a romance with a younger man, while the story simultaneously explores Hal's son's own romantic quest.
You drive on the sidewalk. You were raised by animals. Sometimes you look very alone, like you just got here.
Yeah, you see, you don't know me at all.
It's a quiet film, but one that leaves a major impact and deserves a wider audience. 2011, Crazy Stupid Love. 2011 was a good year to be a romance movie lover. It saw the release of films like One Day and Like Crazy, along with this beloved film.
I'm trying to think about what I want.
Yeah, me too. Why don't you say it at the same time? 1, 2, 3.
I want a divorce.
Crazy Stupid Love could have relied on its star-studded cast to bring in viewers, but it actually tells an enjoyable and memorable story. Steve Carell plays Cal Weaver, who needs help getting back in the dating game after his marriage falls apart. Enter Ryan Gosling as Jacob Palmer, a young playboy who helps him get his confidence back.
Are you the billionaire owner of Apple Computers?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, you got no right to wear New Balance sneakers ever. Come on.
The film tells simultaneous love stories, so there's something for everyone in this movie.
Still find me attractive?
Yes.
Still want to take me home?
Yeah.
Let's go.
2012, Moonrise Kingdom.
I want to go on adventures, I think. Not get stuck in one place. How about you?
Go on adventures too. Not get stuck too.
Few Wes Anderson films can be categorized as romance movies, but this one certainly can. Moonrise Kingdom tells a story of young love between two troubled children who decide to leave it all behind and run away together.
This is our land! Yes, it is! Woo! Woo!
Their romance romance is pure and sweet, and will inevitably make you nostalgic for your own youth.
I just want to say thank you for marrying me. I'm glad I got to know you, Susie.
Beyond that, the film features Anderson's signature pastel color palette and quirky characters, making this a treat to watch. It's largely humorous, but still touches on relevant issues that will resonate with viewers, no matter their age. 2013, About Time. Blue is the Warmest Color was released in 2013 and made a big impact for its portrayal of a relationship between two young women. But we're going for a slightly more lighthearted pick for our favorite of the year.
You really like me? Even my frock?
I love your frock.
About Time is a time travel romance, but is void of most of the trappings of the genre because it's set in the present day. Rather than traveling centuries into the past or future, Tim simply travels to various points in his own lifetime, allowing him to redo moments until he gets them right.
Early? Late? On time, I think. The true love was calling. God. I actually feel a bit sick now. Just these muffins, I think. Never trust a blueberry. Okay, I'll be back in a tick.
While this is mostly a comedic film, it has many poignant moments that will be sure to tug at your heartstrings.
I just try to live every day as if I've deliberately come back to this one day. To enjoy it, as if it was the full, final day of my extraordinary, ordinary life.
2014, The Fault in Our Stars. While we know that 2014's Love, Rosie has a dedicated fan base, it would be difficult to say that anything but The Fault in Our Stars was the most impactful romance movie of the year.
She didn't want a million admirers, she just wanted one. And she got it. Maybe she wasn't loved widely, but she was loved deeply. And isn't that more than most of us get?
This tragic tale of love between two young cancer patients is a serious tearjerker and takes viewers to unexpected places. While it's clear from the start that Hazel and Augustus are star-crossed lovers who aren't exactly destined for happily ever after, their love story is incredibly memorable and is certainly emotionally effective.
Maybe there is no point.
I won't accept that. I am in love with you.
This movie may have even been sadder than the original novel.
You gave me it forever. Within the numbered days. And for that I am eternally grateful.
2015, Carol. While Brooklyn may have been an award season darling in 2015, we have to go with Carol for our pick this year.
What a strange girl you are.
Why?
Flung out of space.
This film was also critically acclaimed for its portrayal of a relationship between a young photographer played by Rooney Mara and a glamorous older woman played by Cate Blanchett.
I mean, I want to ask you things, but I'm not sure that you want that.
Ask me things, please.
Set in the 1950s, their romance is plagued with issues and judgment from external figures, especially because Carol is going through a divorce and custody battle as their love story unfolds.
I took what you gave willingly. It's not your fault, Therese.
It's an interesting LGBTQ+ period piece that makes us all the more grateful to be living in the 21st century. 2016, La La Land. Damien Chazelle's candy-colored ode to the magic of Hollywood was a 2016 favorite among moviegoers and critics. Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling star in this love letter to LA, which doubles as an exploration of what happens to a couple when their dreams send them on diverging paths.
What do we do?
I don't think we can do anything. Because when you get this...
If I get this.
When you get this, you gotta give it everything you got.
The ending especially features one of the most heartbreaking and poignant romance sequences in recent memory. 2016 was an all-around great year for movie lovers who appreciate a great love story, as it also saw the release of Me Before You, Moonlight, and Loving. 2017, Call Me By Your Name. The Big Sick was released in 2017, setting a new standard for modern romance movies. But our favorite love story of the year had to be Elio and Oliver's.
Call me by your name and I'll call you by mine.
Call Me By Your Name is based on Andre Aciman's short novel and tells the story of a young boy living in Italy who falls in love with the older male graduate student who comes to spend the summer with his family.
You didn't give me a sign. I did. When? You remember we were playing volleyball and I touched you just to show you that I liked you?
Set in the 1980s, the film explores what it was like to be exploring your sexuality during a difficult time for the gay community.
Right now, there's sorrow, pain. Don't kill it. And with it, the joy you felt.
2018, A Star is Born. 2018 gave us two great teen romance movies, Love, Simon and To All the Boys I've Loved Before. Not to mention the release of the much-loved Crazy Rich Asians. But it also gave us the brilliant A Star is Born, which has to take the top spot for the year.
I love you. Always remember us this way.
Despite the fact that this story has been remade multiple times, this version, directed by Bradley Cooper, felt completely fresh and new.
Hey.
What?
I just want to take another look at you.
With Cooper and Lady Gaga co-starring, they became a tour de force when it came to their musical pairing and their undeniable chemistry. A Star is Born was one of 2018's biggest movies and told a love story for the ages. 2019, Always Be My Maybe. Romantic dramas seem to be increasingly popular, while traditional romantic comedies appear to have fallen by the wayside as time has gone on. Luckily, Netflix released this original movie in 2019, proving that the rom-com is very much still alive.
Sasha Tran, can I hold your purse for you?
That was the bad version?
It was good. You liked it?
I loved it.
Always Be My Maybe is both adorable and hilarious, telling us the love story of two childhood besties who ended up hooking up as teens and ruining their relationship.
All right. You okay?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you?
Oh, I'm so great.
Luckily, Sasha and Marcus come back together as adults and give things another go, but there are plenty of twists and turns along the way.
I want to be with you. I want to come home to you, even when you're being an asshole. After the opening, I'm going to go to New York, and if you don't want to come with me, then just say it.
Don't miss this movie, if only for one of the best celebrity cameos of all time.
Wow. Now I know what it feels like to be completely starstruck.
The only stars that matter are the ones you look at when you dream.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. 2020, The Half of It. Many of 2020's planned movie releases didn't actually make it to the big screen, but thank goodness for streaming services. The Half of It was released in May, right when the world needed a sweet teen romance to lose themselves in.
Hey! I hope you find something good to believe in.
In this movie, Ellie is a straight-A student, and she's hired by one of her peers, Paul, to write love letters to the girl he has a crush on.
Can't help you.
I just need a few words, good ones.
I'm not writing to ask her to some girl. It'd be wrong. A letter is personal. It's supposed to be authentic.
That'd be awesome.
No, I can't be you being authentic. Get a thesaurus. You spell check. Good luck, Romeo.
The thing is, though, Ellie has feelings of her own that end up complicating their arrangement.
Aster, this is not... We're not...
You.
This is a movie that feels wholly modern and is part of a renaissance of high-quality teen love stories. So, did your favorite make the list? Would you have chosen differently for any year? How many of these have you seen? Be sure to let us know your count in the comments, or come tell me on Twitter or Instagram at Rebecca Brayton, or on my YouTube channel. See ya!